everybody, this is Joe. You can see me this way. I came out this morning and I put one coat of white paint on everything. The window, all three of these windows, the wall, and along my quarter round yesterday. And now this morning I went ahead and I finished up putting a second coat on it. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I went up above the windows here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's kind of dark. But I did the wall, the whole north wall here. And then I let it dry for a little while, and I mixed up where I found our paint for the outside of the house, which is kind of a beige color. And I touched up some spots where the grandkids was here one time, and they run the swing back against the house, kind of chipped some paint away, so I touched up spots there. And then because of that shelving unit that was sitting right in this area here, 4 foot long and about 30 inches deep, I couldn't paint this from about half the window on over to the wall or up the edge here. So I got that painted. I had painted it white so that'd be kind of like a primer, so that I wouldn't have to put 2 coats on it. And it looks like 1 coat's gonna do it. So I did that. Now I'm letting it dry. Then I decided I'd go out in the garage and work on something that I found in some of these boxes of my daughter, my youngest daughter. She made this in school, and I don't know what happened, but well, before I go to that, let me just explain to you that I do have some caulking. I'm going to go along the edges here when this paint dries. And I peeled out some along the edge here. I'm going to fill that in. And I got a big old crack up there in the window, and we don't open this window unless maybe there'd be a fire or something, but I'm going to fill that in along the edge of it, that way it don't leak. As far as the edges here on the outside, I've got, I don't know if you've ever heard of rope caulking or not, but it's like little rope caulking. You just kind of press in. I think I might just do that. But now on that other subject of this little basket that my daughter made, give me a minute while I get out to the garage and I'll explain. Okay, we're back out here in my garage. I did some checking with my square on the window frame or the opening on the front porch. This is for the northeast window, and I got 2 more to make after that, or work on after that, but it's out of square, so I'm going to make it an extra 1/8 of an inch long. That way, if I have to, it's going to be out of square. I can cut it off so that it's not too short. And I'm waiting for, this was the original bottom piece here. What I'm doing right now is I'm gonna cut some of this off, because when I was I put some glue in the end of it. I don't know if you can see it or not. I put some glue in the end of it, and then I took a wooden match, and I pounded it down in there, and it went all the way through here on this edge. So I'm gonna cut some of that off so it's not quite so wide. But I'm trying to reuse as much as I can. It's still a good piece of wood, just needs to be trimmed down, puttied and sanded, whatever. And the middle piece is usually just 1 1/8 by 1 1/8 wide by length, and So I'm going to use, this is the original top piece of the frame. I'm going to use it for the middle. It'll sit in here. If I need to, I tore it apart and I glued it and put some matchsticks in the holes on there. So I'm waiting for it to dry. Then I can cut them for length. But one of the things that Glenda and I found looking through the boxes on the front porch was a project that our youngest daughter had started in school, and she asked me to help her with it. And it got shoved in a box when we moved and years ago, and one of the times that we moved, and it just got forgotten about. Today I decided I'm going to see what I can do with it, but what it's supposed to do is, it's a heart shape out of 3 different kinds of wood, I believe. I believe this is walnut, and then there's some, I don't know what this strip is for sure, but this is probably just regular old pine. But it's supposed to look something like that. You can hang it from a wall or whatever, or ceiling, so that you can put stuff in it. Maybe it's a little small plant or something, but I wasn't sure how to get it. I started out putting screws in it about halfway, and I put a couple on two rings of it. Then I went in and asked Glenda if I should just leave it at that or if I should keep putting screws in it. She said, no, just leave it like that, because I never did see the original plan when my daughter made this. She made it in, I don't know if she was in shop class or in school or what the deal was, but she cut it on a bandsaw. Just, I don't know if you can see that or not. I'll try and magnify it. But she cut it on she started here, she just cut around it. Just kept cutting around it. So that when you, now I gotta go the other way. So when you pick it up, it would look similar to this. I don't know if you can see that good enough or not, but that's what I kind of did. I'll have to talk to her to see what she wants to do. If she wants me to continue putting screws or nails in it so that it stays that way, or if she wants me to put some little hooks, 3 of them, one on each corner of the heart, here, here, and here, and then she can hang it from a ceiling or something. I'll have to talk to her, see what she wants to do. She's probably forgotten about it too, along with me. But that's kind of what I'm doing today, is working on that. We did get another storm last night. We had about, I checked my rain gauge, and we had 70 hundredths, which is good. We can always use the rain. I didn't realize, well, I heard it boom one time, then I fell back asleep and didn't think anything of it. But Glenda, she gets a little spooked and stays awake on that stuff, and it's probably a good idea. In case the power would go out, she could holler at me and we could get the generator going or get her set up for her oxygen, do something about it. But right now, that's kind of what I've been working on today, just kind of tinkering. The wood on this frame was getting kind of bad, so that's why I decided to, I had these 3 pieces already cut out from the last time I made a frame, and decided I'm just going to make a new frame out of it and start over. But it is going to be out of square, so I'm making it a little bit extra long, 1/8 of an inch long, that way I can cut it off and to match my opening. But that's about all I've got for now, folks. Thank you for your support and watching us, and you take care. We'll see you later. Bye.
Our hearts beat to the city streets, we began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the candle